today we made the decision to part ways with Coach Gundy. These decisions are never easy and happen only after much consideration. As with any head coaching change, this impacts not only one person and one family, but many. And all are good people working very hard for our student athletes and for Oklahoma State University. Between his playing days as quarterback for the Cowboys and his years as coach, he has spent over half his life at OSU. He has raised his family here in Stillwater. He is a Cowboy. Knowing this choice has broad implications for the entire institution, I have had lengthy discussions with President Hess, and we are of one mind and in lockstep in this decision. It will be critically important for the OSU family to unite behind the next leader of Cowboy football. This was not something that, I thought we would be doing today on this Tuesday, right? I fully expected to beat the University of Tulsa. I expected the results of this season to be different than they've been so far. Again, that goes back to the expectation level that Coach Gundy has set for this program. We have higher expectations than that. So when it just appeared that that was not going to be met, I felt like for the good of the program, it was time to, make this decision so that we could start the process of, getting the program where we want it to be. I think football, the game, has changed. And so I think that as we have discussions with potential candidates for our football coaching search, I'm going to be interested in hearing, how they see building the program, building the vision for how they establish a winning program. Look, we've proven that we can win here. Again, that goes back to the success that we have had under Coach Gundy. We've proven that we have a lot of success, a lot of support for this program. The ingredients are here, and I feel very, very confident about that. I know that I will be able to talk about that with any coaching candidates. This is a place that you can win football games at. Again, Coach Gundy has proven that, but there are things about the game that has changed, and so I want to hear what the vision is from any of our candidates about how they would approach that. Regardless of what you think about the decision, regardless of what you think about me, that's not what it's about. This is about the program. It's about the university. And if you love OSU and you love Cowboy football, then we need you behind it. That is what makes it successful, is we have to have, the family come together and align and get behind this program. And, there's lots of ways to voice, your disagreements with me or my decisions, and I'm always open to that, right? I'll listen to anybody that wants to give me their opinion. But I hope that we can take off the table not supporting this program, because I don't understand what good that does for anyone. We aren't lacking for support. I know there's people out there that think that we are, but this is not the 1980s OSU. We have come a long, long way from then. Everything in between the lines is going to be Coach Meacham, and everything outside the lines will be, Coach Glass's responsibility. So I think that's a great combination. I mean, obviously with Coach Glass, we have somebody that's been here for as long as Coach Gundy has been, knows the program inside and out, and I have a lot of trust in him. I think he's got trust among the entire football operations, and I think what that does is it allows Coach Meacham in this time to focus on the team and not be worrying about all the myriad of other things that's part of a football coach's duties and responsibilities these days, and it's enormous, right? All the moving parts that are involved with that. And so right now, because we are in the season and things are moving, I wanted to make it to where Coach Meacham could focus on the team, game planning for upcoming Baylor and Arizona next week and those kinds of things, and not be worried about all of the other moving parts. I think Coach Glass has that covered.